guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today it will be another Fantasy Makers Day. So today I'm going to review my third Fantasy Makeup tutorial from the Wet n Wild Fantasy Maker 2017 from Get the Look. And I'm going to be doing today the Unicorn Queen. So this is the one right here. I will post around this area the picture of the stand that they have at Walgreens, and that's where I got my makeup look. So today I will be using the palettes from Wet n Wild, and I have the 3 palettes that it came from the limited edition, and these palettes are the Wet n Wild paint palette for pastel colors. There you go. Then you're going to have the Wet n Wild pink palette in limited edition also from the metallic. And also you will have the one in, this one is neutral. These paint palettes basically are for more doing face painting or makeup look or some in those sorts. The reason I actually bought these paint palettes, and I brought it in when I did the video of review for these palettes, it was to use it as a cream base for my foundation, and that's most of the time that I use it for. But I've been having way too much fun creating these looks. If you would like to know how I create the Get the Look Unicorn Queen, then keep on watching. So for this look, it just tells you step by step what to do, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I did create a look on top of foundations and powders that I had the last time, so you shouldn't have any problem when it comes to that. So I'm about to start step by step what this says. So step 1, and I also gonna write down in the description box how you can create this look and the step by step. That way you will have that in hand. Gently remove the rainbow stencil, and I do purchase the stencil from the Unicorn Queen. This is the stencil right here. So let's take this thing out. The last time when I did my skull version, I was having issues. So it says, okay, position the stencil beneath the eyebrow area and pressing down across the cheek. This is going to be interesting, guys. All right, so I'm trying to figure this out. I believe then you're going to have to see how close your eye completely and kind of stencil or figure things out. So I'm looking at the mirror. I'm going to close my eye. I can't see. So what I did at this point, in order to make this look, I cut these into 2. I'm going to put one to the side, and then I'm ready to then place this on my eye. So you want to make sure and go ahead and close your eye completely. Now I'm able to see. And kind of follow the arch of your eyebrow and then place the stencil. The stencil is not really sticking, so okay. I'm going to work with that. Alright, the next step number 2, it says using paint palette, pastel paint palette, carefully apply one shade at a time per strip. Gently position the stencil beneath the first 3 lines to repeat step 1 to complete. So I'm going to be using the paint palette, and this will be in pastel color. So the first color that we're going to be using is the green. So what I'm doing is I'm picking up some product. Like this. And then I'm going to press it on, and I'm going to work my way in stages because I really don't want to mess up this look. I'm really shooting. I really want this to work out. I'm trying not to cover the camera, so I'm doing this at the same time, so it's a little bit harder, so I do apologize if I'm covering some areas, guys. Okay, so the next color I'm going to use, and I'm going to use the other side of the sponge, it will be the blue one. So I'm going to pick up from the pastel palette, I'm going to pick up this blue right here, pastel blue. So I'm going to go one shade higher. And you know what? I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. How about that? So I'm figuring things out. So as you press, you start pressing little by little, and then kind of work your way into the shade. Let me move my hand so I don't cover you guys, or I cover the camera. And then I'm going to place the last color. And the last color is supposed to be purple. So I'm going to take the other part of this. I do not like the stencils because they do not adhere to your skin. Alright, so I'm going to remove this. It is a struggle to work with, but as soon as you place it, it just starts to give you, let me get a makeup wipe. It starts to give you some type of dimension, and then you can work from there. So this is so far what I have. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean it up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I did clean it a little bit, the mixture that I have, or the hot mess that I had. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a very nice small kind of detail brush, and I'm going to go over each color, and I'm going to make sure that it's not blending with the other colors, and then I'm going to go from there. So I'm going to take that purple again, and I'm going to go from my inner corner of the eye, and I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to go to that blue. And then I'm going to kind of curve it out. So I'm going to go back to that purple. And I'm going to flick it out. Alright, so here I'm going to cover the entire lid. What I'm going to do is carve the rest out so I can make the other colors. So I placed my purple, I did my blue, I did my green. So I'm going to take they have a yellow, but basically it's peach, yellow, and pink. So I'm going to use the peach color. And I'm going to go underneath my lash line. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to take is the yellow. And then the last, it will be the pink. Next step, it will be, next apply star shapes from Stencil Kit into forehead and carve out. Alright, so basically, this is what it's supposed to have according to this. And then I'm supposed to go back with my little stars to go ahead and carve out different areas. This is not dry. So what I'm going to do, I don't like this. I can't do this like that. So what I'm going to do now is use my BH Cosmetic Take Me to Brazil palette. And I'm going to cover the areas that it's purple so I can bring these colors, because what you see in here, they have bolder colors, but this is pastel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix my eye so it will look like this, a little bit more intense. So these shades are really nice, but you need to seal them. It's been a while and it's wet. So it's going to take forever to dry, but I need that extra pigmentation. So what I'm going to do now is get a, let's go straight to that pop pink. Okay, so I'm going to get this on this brush, and I'm just going to pounce in so I can start building up the colors, because I don't like this. So you want to pounce it into your skin on top of that pink. I'm not even taking too much excess because I need that pigmentation. I am doing the swooping wiping motion here. Okay, so my next step, it will be now, I'm going to go directly to that purple, so I'll be using different brushes that I have here. And I'm going to the purple from the BH Cosmetics. And it will be this one right here. And you could use any purple that you might have. Doesn't have to be directly from this palette. And I'm going to use an aqua blue. So I do have an aqua blue from the palette. All right, I'm going to use this brush, and I'm going to get that neon green, this shade right here. And I'm going to pack that to the lid because this sucker is crazy, you guys. Let me use a packing brush actually, and then I'll go with the other one, because this will be my lid color. I'm going with this deep orange here, or neon orange. That's the color that I'm going to go for. Okay. So I'm going to go with a deeper yellow. I'm going to go with this yellow right here. So this is so far what I have created. At least your makeup look, it's completely sealed. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face, at least the other side of this off camera, because otherwise this video is going to take an eternity. So I will be right back. Okay, so far this is what I have. The stencil, to be honest, I really didn't like it because it was hard to match on your eyes, but so far I do like the look. Okay, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and place some liquid eyeliner to give some definition to my eye. I'm going to go ahead and wing it out. I'm going to go ahead and place some mascara and get my eyes ready for falsies. Next step, it will be placing my falsies. I'm going to do those off camera, and the ones that I'm going to use are these ones right here. They have been well used, but for this look it will be perfect. I don't want to ruin my other lashes, so these are the lashes right here. These are from Ardell. So I'm going to place my lashes off camera, so I'll be right back. Okay, so my lashes are placed. I also placed some, put some mascara on my bottom lash. So I want to open my eyes even more, and for that, what I'm going to do is use my White Body Crayon. I'm going to use this brush right here, and I'm going to get some product. That way it won't get, I'm just going to hit my waterline, and see if I'm able to achieve that. It says for the third step, apply, go ahead, apply with the white crayon for extra sparkle. Oh, Ethereal Glitter, I do have that. The next step, it will be applying the stars. So she has, or this has stars here, and then it has a few stars on top of this makeup area. So I'm going to do place stars up here, and then the other two down on the other side. But this stencil also has some of these. What I'm going to reuse is these ones right here. I'm going to place this on my top, on top of the brow. And I'm also going to get one of those wedges that I was using before, get a brand new one, and I'm going to place some of the product on top. That way I can get what I need. There I go. There you have it. All right, so it's not as intense, but remember that you have to seal this crayon with some powder, and I'm going to use a brush like this to go over the white from the stars to go ahead and kind of seal the deal. Tap the excess. All right, so I'm also going to place some white, but this time what I'm going to do is I want to do some white on my inner corner. And I'm going to use the same white to kind of glam up this look. I do have some glitter. And I'm going to place some of that. This will be iridescent, or I like to say tornasol. But then I'm going to mix some of that, make sure that I glow. Glitters, you don't want to make sure that you don't get it inside your eyes or anything like that. So my last step for this look, according to this, is use some liquid lipstick just like this. So what I'm going to do, I don't have a Wet n Wild like hot pink in your face liquid lipstick, but I'm going to use this time is an NYX, and this is in shade 80. Yeah, and this is from the Liquid Suit, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and, I'm going to place some liquid lipstick on my lips. Okay, so this is my look here completed. I hope you like it. This is the Get the Look from Wet n Wild, and this is the Unicorn Queen. I wish I had a wig, but I don't. But what I think about it went the application. So let's recap. For the paint palette, in order to get this deep of a look, you will have to use the paint palettes as a base, but then you're going to have to use some of your eyeshadows, and this is all glittery right now. So the ones that I use in order to get the intense color, it was all from this palette, and I also then used some of the glitters that I had around in order to achieve. So with the paint palette, it's a good cream consistency, but it doesn't really dry. So if you place that on your eye, like you're supposed to do to achieve this part of the look, you're going to have to seal that with powder or with eyeshadow. So any eyeshadow will do. So Wet n Wild also does have, let me see where I have them. They do have some eyeshadows that might be helpful for this look, and this is the Poster Child. So you can kind of buy the paint palette. Also, you can use it with this to kind of achieve, say it has like similar colors. So you can achieve the same look. I just wanted some bold colors like the neons. So that's why I used the BH Cosmetic Take Me to Brazil palette. Make sure, or just use so you will know that these paint palettes, you're not supposed to use it around your eye area, but the looks that they give you to use these paint palettes are around the eye area. Just make sure you don't place it directly to your eye. I did use the stencils. These stencils I do not like. I would have done an even better job just tracing it out. But if you need that extra help, they're a little bit harder to place. What I did end up doing is cutting them in order to achieve this makeup look, but it's just hard. I'd rather just do my lines and just do little strokes, little by little, until you achieve the look that you're looking for. So I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up also, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Love you so much. Thank you so much for those subscribers. So, hasta la vista, baby. Bye-bye.